Why is it we see orbs on many of the cameras in Alaska on the American side? The cameras are recording reflections of a sphere in space. And now, camera technology is putting a black dot in the middle of the sun. Now let's look at Canadian camera footage taken at the exact same time. Only a few hundred miles south of the previous footage. The Canadian government cannot afford the technology that America has. You will notice triangles emanating from the sky. Is that the Eye of Horus? Again, sun halos that were said to be a once-in-a-lifetime event. I want you guys to listen now to a quatrain from Nostradamus written almost 500 years ago.
No rainbows appearing for 40 years. See rainbows every day for 40 years. The land more and more arid. And now, great flooding.
Well, what do you know? It would seem that crazy old man may have been onto something. Earth has already reached the tipping point. The richer world governments are attempting to control the weather now to mitigate the damage from the changes to our sun. If you haven't figured it out by now, our sun is in trouble. I will explain more at the end. Now let's look at this seemingly impossible light capture. The sun is said to be 149.6 million kilometers away. I think I am going to call bullshit on that one. Take notice of the direction of the beam and the fact that this is an American camera. Now let's go to another camera, this time from Canada. Look at the clouds, right from the start. Those are being manipulated with the HARP system. It's not hard to spot anymore. Notice the light beam projecting again. These images were taken at the exact same time. Next you see the chemtrails coming out of nowhere, then magically we have another sun halo. I will sum this up by showing you two cameras from two countries at the exact same time. This is only possible with a sun simulator. Why is the government toying with our intelligence? This is our money, we have a right to know where and why they are spending it. Unfortunately, life does not work that way. In response, maybe it's time to hit back at the government with a little prophecy. This is the Friede prophecy written in the 13th century. When the great time will come, in which mankind will face its last, hard trial, it will be foreshadowed by striking changes in nature. The alteration between cold and heat will become more intensive, storms will have more catastrophic effects, earthquakes will destroy great regions, and the seas will overflow many lowlands. Not all of it will be the result of natural causes. But mankind will penetrate into the bowels of the earth and will reach into the clouds, gambling with its own existence. Before the powers of destruction will succeed in their design, the universe will be thrown into disorder, and the age of iron will plunge into nothingness. When nights will be filled with more intensive cold and days with heat, a new life will begin in nature. The heat means radiation from the earth, the cold the waning light of the sun. Only a few years more and you will become aware that sunlight has grown perceptibly weaker. when even your artificial light will cease to give service, the great event in the heavens will be near. A prophet foretold 800 years ago that we would have an artificial sun. Lucky guess or what? The sun simulator is only going to keep the public blind, pardon the pun, for a short while. I have a tip from another prophecy: plague is coming soon. It is going to fall on countries, as yet another warning from the Creator. I can tell you exactly when and where if you would like to know, but I do not think you would believe me. I am going to leave you now with a final thought. In the Bible, it is said that God is going to send his 2 witnesses. They have yet to come onto the scene. The Revelation prophecy is beginning to unfold exactly as it was foretold. 2018 will come and go, so will 2019 and 2020. I will leave you now with a final prediction from Nostradamus.
The moon is past 20 years of rain. Another takes the rain for 7,000 years. The sun in its last days. Is prophecy fulfilled?
In time, we will lose our sun. And yet, somehow, life will go on. The reason why these things are happening is because God is offering all of us a chance to change. Do you think God did not know that the world governments would try to hide what is to come? The reason God will send the 2 witnesses is to shake the rulers of this planet to their knees. Until the public gets the truth, the rapture. According to the many biblical scientists out there, the rapture will take place by April 18, 2018. I have news for you. It will not. The tribulation started in 2017. All men and women on earth will face this tribulation together. Before ascension, God will want to see humanity's true colors. I believe I have been shown the date of the rapture. It matches up perfectly to when the Bible said it would be. I will reveal that date when the time is right. Only once I know it is meant to be said. Don't bank on them being Jewish either. The Vatican is going to stun the world soon enough. I hope you listen closely to what I say now. The world leaders you elect after 2020 will be leading you through the most difficult period in world history. Be sure to remember that come election time or you will pay a high price.
He chose poorly.
All shall be revealed. Take care.